Medalist, world champion in multiple division. I'm gonna fight that guy on the inside. Everson Lara, another great fighter, two-time world champion. We don't really fight on the inside. I think that's more like a I'm gonna say it's a Philadelphia thing because there's other people that can fight on the inside. You know what I mean? Triple G is a good fighter. He fights good on the inside. I see some good fighters fighting on the inside, but definitely Philadelphia is definitely taught early on.
Yeah, because I could tell, because, you know, we just see a just ongoing.
I think it's an East Coast thing, too. Because guys in from the DMV area can fight inside, you know what I mean? So
you think it's just the East Coast thing?
I think, well, I ain't going to say just the East Coast thing, but it's definitely an East Coast thing.
Right. It's more taught.
Yeah.
How high in weight do you seem like you're always in shape? You seem like you never, I don't see you too often, but right. You seem real lean, light. You know, do you think 160 is in a distant future, or?
No, I ain't gonna say distant future.
You holding on?
It's coming. Let me tell you something, right?
Like a man with a few strands.
Right, yeah. Just cut it off, bro. Like, let it go, bro. But I fought as an amateur. When I fought intermediate, I was fighting at 145 pounds. That's at 12, 13. And when I turned open class, I fought at 152. So I've been fighting in between 7 pounds my whole life, you know what I mean? And I'll be 29 in a couple of days. So I'm telling another guy, it's not easy making the weight, but I get it done.
I go back to when I first covered your first fight personally, seeing you fight on TV, obviously. You came off as very sincere and convincing, and I noticed how you correct the media in terms of not putting like overemphasis on the word, like he just asked you a question. He says, well, I wouldn't say all of, just East Coast. Where does that intensity come from? And attention to detail.
Because when you say one little thing, we live in the world today with social media. You got to be clear cut with everything. Because media people you get a lot of backlash from media fans. So you got to be cognizant of things you say about race, culture, religion, and I understand that, you know what I mean? So I don't want to insult nobody. I don't want nobody insulting me. So I just try to be as clear as possible.
Who was the last street fight?
Shit, that's a good question. I don't know, man. Maybe like in 11th grade or something like that. No, 12th grade. Yeah, I only had one fight in high school.
Really?
Yeah, I was cool, man. I wasn't fighting nobody. I was just worrying about chasing girls, you know what I mean? Cutting class and shit like that. I wasn't fighting nobody. And I was cool with everybody. But, damn, that's a good question. I think it was 12th grade, though.
Any other sport?
I played in football a little bit. I did some Pop Warner football for only 1 year. And then I just was all boxing ever since.
I'm sorry. Let me just ask you one more question.
What's up, bro?
So we see a lot of guys now today, you know, some fighters are going on Zone, some fighters going to ESPN. Deontay Wilder was just, you know, big news about if he was going to the Zone or ESPN. What's your thoughts about streaming apps and things of that nature?
Well, I think everything evolves, you know what I mean? I think over time, everything's going to evolve. You got the ESPN app. I'm paying like $60 a year, $60 a month now. With Apple Music, DAZN app, ESPN app, Showtime app, you know what I mean? It's everything evolves over time. I think eventually we're gonna have to do it with cable because you got the Netflix and you got Hulu TV. I just think things change over time. I think all the promoters and everything like that and people that's behind the study gotta have to conform into this new wave of getting the boxing out to the public. You know what I mean? And eventually, you know, I think that they're going to have the pay-per-view on DAZN soon. Well, it is pay-per-view, but everything is going to just keep evolving, and, you know what I mean? That's just how it is. I used to watch it. I used to listen to fights on the radio in the 30s, you know what I mean? So
I've seen tons of pictures of that.
No doubt about it. Yep. So.
What? The reason why we brought up, I asked the question, was the last fight you get, is because when you walked in, you come off as so polite and like you have a gentleman ambiance about you. And I was like,
thank you.
People would make a grave mistake.
Right.
You had that conversation.
I said to him, if somebody saw you just walking in, right, you know, they would try you.
Right.
You know, thinking, you know, you got a slender build.
Right.
You know, just not knowing.
Right.
You know, what's your thoughts on that?
I don't think that's a good thing, man. You know what I mean? Let me tell you something, right? I don't know if you ever seen somebody get punched in the face, punch a person in the face, they thought one gonna punch back. You know what I mean? Yeah, punch a man in the face, think that's gonna punch back. He punch you back, and now you gotta fight him and shit, blow your mind. So that's how I want somebody to think, and they look at me like, yeah, I fuck him up. Like, yeah, Come on over here. You know what I mean?
Your intensity levels, you know what I mean?
Right,
Yeah,
right.
I remember that when I was interviewing you downstairs. It sparked that memory in me about your intensity levels. About you were just dead on focus on fighting. Jamal Charlo.
Yeah,
you know I remember that vividly.
Yeah.
And I felt it today. You know
I was focused that night, man.
I remember.
I was focused. That was a good fight.
Do you still train with Nasir?
I never trained with him. We was like always in the same gym, and he trained his fighters in the same gym I train out of. But I see him a lot. I see him sometimes.
So
Great guy.
Also giving you advice and things of that nature.
A lot of boxing talk. You know what I mean? In the gym. He's an extremely smart dude, man. And he's like a real super cool dude. Man. He can talk to anybody and give his knowledge to anybody. And sometimes you gotta do like that. You just want to soak it up because he knows so much about boxing. He's been around the sport for a long time. He's a credit to the sport and a credit to Philadelphia. So you got to soak that knowledge up.
You mentioned Nasir versus. I've had not hundreds, but many conversations with Nasir. He's Muslim, right?
Muslim, yeah.
Talk about that and as it relates to your fight and your calmness and how you turn it. I don't know, but just elaborate on that.
Well, Islam promotes like peace and a big part of Islam is patience. You know what I mean? And like, for example, when I lost, I knew like I just knew I needed to work on my patience a little bit more. You know what I mean? So I think Islam definitely helped me out with that. You know what I mean? Because I just know I need to work on my patience a little bit more. I think everything happened for a reason. You know what I mean? And I just worked on it. You know what I mean? So I'm back and I'm happy about it.
Speaking of which, I covered Freeway. I actually did his red carpet release, album release party in downtown Manhattan, and now he had the surgery. You know, what's your thoughts on that?
Oh man, I'm happy that he's healthy. You know what I mean? I made plenty of duas for him. I never met him personally, but we follow each other on social media, and he seemed like a real good brother, man. And I'm just happy for him. Let me say something. Health is so important. I think sometimes we take for granted like the simple things, just being able to go to the bathroom regular or waking up in the morning, and you know what I mean? Just simple things like having food in your refrigerator, you know what I mean? Being able to walk up them steps. So I think that I lost my train of thought, but I just think that sometimes we like take the small things for granted. You know what I mean? So I'm happy that he's getting back healthy.
Now I watched the interview, a video actually, just earlier this morning on Akeem Olajuwon, and he's also
he's Muslim too.
Yeah, and there was a particular game when it was Ramadan.
He was fasting during Ramadan.
Right.
Yeah.
And he went out and he had a career game. You know.
Yeah.
Do you ever run into those type of situations?
Yeah, actually, when Ramadan gonna start, I think the 5th. Depends on the moon sighting and stuff like that. But the 5th of May. So the fast will start while I'm still in training camp. The fight's not till the 11th. But some plenty of times I train through Ramadan. What I'll do is though I'll just fast all day, and then I'll break my fast, and then after I break my fast and I pray, I'll go to the gym. I was training like at 8 o'clock at night, 9 o'clock at night. You know what I mean? And then it was hard because it was different. It was hard trying to cut the weight while I was doing it. I think one of them fights back in 2013, something like that. 2014 I did it. It's tough. It's tough, but you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. My religion comes first.
Where have you been?
I haven't. I am going soon. Real soon. I need to go is immediately.
The reason why I asked, Malcolm X is my hero. If you ever follow my channel, I talk about it at least 3 times a week.
I gotta start paying attention. I'm not like a YouTube I don't pay attention to like the like boxing channels on you because it's got 50 dudes walking around with cameras with their ignorant ass opinions. I ain't disrespecting nobody.
No.
Some of these dudes are really fucking ignorant, man. It's just crazy. So I don't like. You hear one man, like I just try not to get into it.
Because you mentioned patience, but the one thing that I learned from Malcolm X, and I know he separated himself as he got older, but the one thing that I learned from him is just standing firm. And you come off, no pun intended, but you come off as a rock. You know what I mean? And I thought that was just you're like a great adjective or a great noun of a Malcolm X. You know
man, that's a great accomplishment. That's a great a compliment. Thank you. Appreciate you.
And, I just want to elaborate on that. And good luck, man.
I appreciate you. I appreciate you.
We see. I know we keeping you hot.
No, y'all good. Y'all good.
we see Floyd Mayweather said that he started training at night because the fight is at night, and you want to get your body.
You still performing at nighttime, yeah.
Is that something that you implement in your?
You know what? I'm not gonna lie. I never did that. I never did it. I heard the fighters that do it, like they'll start like working out like 10, 11 o'clock at night because normally if you fight in co-main event, main event, that's the time you're gonna fight. It makes sense, but I never did it before. You know what I mean? I never did it before, but if Floyd Mayweather did it, obviously it's something. He doing something right. You know what I mean? Dude never lost a fight. So.
So you said break fast. So that means you do what?
So basically, I'm fasting all day from.
Sundown.
Yeah, basically, yeah. Basically, I wake up for Fajr, and that's like morning prayer. Normally during Ramadan, it's probably about 5 o'clock.
I remember going to Turkey. I remember
okay.
Continue.
And then I'll fast all day, and then I'll break my fast at around whatever time Maghrib come in, 7:30, 8 o'clock, whatever. I don't know what time, the exact times it's going to be during Ramadan, because the prayer times change. And then I'll break my fast, and I will go to the gym. You know what I mean? And the gym owner will open the gym a little bit later for the Muslims, because a lot of Muslims train at that gym, and a lot of fighters too, like fighters that's like got careers that are Muslim that train in the gym, and they will come. The gym be full packed at 9 o'clock at night. You know what I mean? Because everybody's fasting. So, but you know, it's a part of the sport. Well, it's a part of the sport for us because we're Muslims and we're not going to not fast for boxing. You know what I mean? So you gotta make adjustments. You got it.
Now, without giving away too much, somebody asked, what did you see in JRoc that you could exploit without giving away your game plan?
I'm gonna say this, man. JRoc is a really good fighter. I'm not trying to be a dick. I really believe that. You know, he's a really, really good fighter, and I think that I don't want to give away no game plan, but he's a really good fighter, and it's going to be a really exciting fight.
Yeah, to sum up the press conference, I think that, in my humble opinion, this is my opinion, you're going to be patient on a certain level, however you define patient. And from him, he's going to be anxious. It's a homecoming fight for him. You know what I mean? I felt that because I asked him, I said, JRoc used the term classics. He intentionally ignored the adjective classic. And I was like, he wants it to be a one-sided fight, albeit an Earl Spence type fight, or maybe he gets you out a little bit sooner. So I think those worlds quite possibly could collide, you know? And you guys are going great rounds, great fighters. So I don't know who has the most experience. I'm not even going in the lines, but I think it's going to be, in my humble opinion, it's a tremendous fight. I can't wait to be here, and good luck the rest of the way.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
Thank
you guys. Yep, no problem.
Thank you.